Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Grandpa.
And we're some of the Veggie boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see ya. We are just getting our day started here on the farm, and it looks like we're gonna have a beautiful one. Temperatures have been all over the place, which seems to be the norm here. We got a week of extreme cold, then we got a week of nice warm weather, and now we're dealing with something kind of in the middle ground. It is still a little on the chilly side. The wind's blowing, which is making it a little cooler, but it is definitely warmer than it has been previously. And let me tell you, we like when it's a little bit warmer. As you can see, the farm market is not open today. And if it wasn't obvious by the giant signs outside, there's nothing set up. There's a familiar face. How are we feeling today?
I'm ready to work.
It's not too cold out there for you?
It's not too cold for me, but for you it might be too cold.
Oh, I'm dressed appropriately. It's gonna be a good day. Here's another familiar face. How are you doing? Did you enjoy your vacation?
Yes, I did. I'm excited and ready to get back to work.
That's a true farmer. If he could take all his animals on vacation with him, he would.
What do you mean? I took my kids with me.
Good morning, ladies. Earlier on when I was talking about the temperatures, we dealt with a pretty severe cold snap around here, which has kept the ground frozen for quite some time. So things around here are not sloppy, which is a big bonus for us. Even when things have been sloppy though, it hasn't been too bad. Everything's been draining away, and hopefully things continue to drain away. We like that it does that. Some of you may not know, but we just got finished with our family vacation. Our wagon that we had full of feed is now completely empty. So maybe we'll fill it back up, maybe we won't. Not 100% sure, but that was pretty nice. We have been pulling feed out of our regular bin that we've always used, and from what I've seen so far, all the animals are looking pretty good. Good morning, good morning. Currently, I'm looking for Dad. I'm not sure where he ran off to. I'm not sure if he has changed anything with the animals' feed schedule, so I just want to wait and talk to him before I start feeding. So in the meantime, to find something to do, I'm gonna go in and grade the chicken eggs. Ah, yes. Now I have done this job a lot in my lifetime. We have graded a lot of eggs. Some things we have to watch out for as I'm loading the eggs onto our little conveyor. I have to make sure that there are no cracked ones. I also have to be very careful because I have big hands and I sometimes can be clumsy. With the price of eggs, we don't need people being clumsy. So I have to be very careful setting these eggs on the grater. And then once they finish grading, I start moving them into cartons. And once we have a decent amount of eggs graded, this gives me a great opportunity to start moving them into packaging. We do have large, extra large, and jumbo mostly. Occasionally there will be some smaller eggs that come through, but it's pretty rare by now. The chickens are usually laying jumbos, extra large, or large eggs. So I just continue to put everything into packaging. Once I have gone through all these eggs I have graded, I just start grading more eggs. Man, you think you got a lot of egg cartons at home? We have boxes and boxes and boxes of egg cartons. And something we encourage all of our customers to do is bring back the old cartons so that we can reuse them again. I just got finished grading eggs. Now we have 2 more baskets full that need to be graded, and we also need to collect eggs this morning. Now you may remember from the previous videos that had released, Dad left for vacation a little bit earlier than us boys did. We try and minimize the time that we're not home. We did have some family taking care of the animals for us. Uncle Albert did a great job, and so did Sophie. But even when you have people helping you take care of the animals, you don't like to leave them for too long. And something I noticed right off the bat, the calves that we had in greenhouse number 5, they're a little bigger than when we left. This new feed that we started using is allowing the calves to put on some extra weight, which is something we have struggled with a little bit in the past. but as you can see, they look really nice here. So switching over to this new feed is helping us out a lot. Now, even though we did leave at different times, we did have an opportunity to all be on vacation as a family, which that always confused people. The family that eats together, works together, and vacations together. People think we need a break from each other. We don't. We're very fortunate that the family all gets along, and when we go on vacation, we really enjoy ourselves. Now, since myself, Lauren, and Callie left a little bit later, and Matthew and Tracy left a little bit later, it allowed us to spend a little more time on vacation. And interestingly enough, my wife's family and Tracy's family live where we were vacationing. So I got to spend some time with my family up north on vacation, and I also got to spend some time with my wife's family on vacation. But I will not lie to you, I missed home. I missed the farm, and I definitely missed the animals. We can talk more about vacation later on. We need to get these animals taken care of. Good deal. I just got all the grain dumped in for the cattle, and while I was moving some things around, Daniel was grabbing the silage. So our pastured and penned up cattle are now all taken care of. While we were in the calves, Dad and I got that taken care of, and Daniel made sure that the eggs got collected before he started grabbing silage. So the animals are all taken care of for the day. How you doing, Mama? You look cute. You look cute. Now, I'm sure some people have questions for you, Dad. For example, do you worry about the farm when you're on vacation?
Well, of course you worry about the farm a little bit, but Uncle Albert takes care of it very well, so he knows what he's doing.
So after you're on vacation for a few days, what thoughts start to run through your mind about the farm?
Oh, well, while I'm on vacation, first couple days is good, but then after that I start thinking of the things I should be doing at home. Getting prepared for spring, because it's coming quick. So at the time of filming this video, we'll be planting sweet corn within 6 weeks. We'll be planting peas within 5 weeks. So spring's coming. We got to start getting ready. And also we're going to start in the greenhouse in about maybe 10 days to 2 weeks. We'll be starting seeding in the greenhouse also.
So you can imagine all these thoughts coming into not only Dad's head, but my head, Daniel's head, and Matthew's head. We know we've got a lot of work coming up. So to be 100% honest with you, it is kind of hard to enjoy yourself when you're on vacation and all you're thinking about is the work that you have at home. But we make sure to have fun. We love farming. We love what we do. So it's not really that big of a burden to be thinking about it. But it's funny, as you're enjoying vacation for a few days, you start to think, I wonder what kind of work I could be getting into at home. And what are you looking at right now?
Making sure that the mulch we use for the sweet corn, the size, I had it ordered, made sure I ordered the right size.
Now this is that biodegradable mulch that is made of cornstarch. We had to keep it all enclosed under another piece of plastic because this stuff starts to deteriorate from the sun. And if we were letting any sunlight hit that in this greenhouse, it would start to break up, and when we tried to lay it as we planted sweet corn, it wouldn't work. That's one of the biggest reasons why we wanted to move this in here. One, get it out of the weather, and two, it'd be a lot easier to cover this mulch that we had previously purchased. So what are some shipments that we're gonna have coming in the next few weeks?
We pretty much have all our seeds. We're just missing a few different things. We have to go back and reorder. Plastics and stuff are all here for the greenhouse except for the hanging baskets. They're supposed to be here this week, so that should be good. Pretty much have everything we need to go for spring. The only thing we don't have is fertilizer, but we go get that when we need it because the fertilizer plant's not too far from here.
Now probably a big question people are gonna have, are we gonna have enough soil for the greenhouses this year?
We're in great shape with soil. Actually, we only had to order a third of what we needed because we had extra from last year.
Yeah, remember last year when we almost couldn't get our soil, and then anytime we found soil, we bought it all? And we had a little extra, but that's okay. That's okay.
One more thing, we're gonna start getting equipment ready. We have a bearing and a rotary chopper we're gonna work at today. And this is a new corn planter we got to plant under the plastic. I want to tweak it a little bit. I think the rows were too far apart. They were too close to the edge of the plastic, so we're going to move the planter units a little closer together and make a couple adjustments too. So those are the kind of things we're going to start working at now.
Ooh. The wind is really starting to pick up out here. You heard Dad mention that we wanted to work on the rotary chopper today. We do have that bearing out and we need to get it fixed. So Daniel hopped in the 130 and I am in the 110. We're heading down to the equipment shed to move some things around. The rotary chopper is behind another piece of equipment. So once we get everything moved around, Daniel can bring it up. Some people just have no patience on the road anymore today. The manure spreader was, one, already in the way, so we were going to move it anyway. But two, we're going to be using it shortly, so I just decided to bring it home. Some of you may have remembered we've talked about this issue before. Down in this collar there's a bearing that is blown out and we're trying to get it repaired. So we have to take that collar, open it up, and then put our bearing in. And it's not going to be easy, but we're going to do our best.
To remove the collar, there's 4 bolts and they all have lock nuts on them, so they're all hard to get off. Now we're trying to get this bolt off to slip this off so we can get at the bearing now. But I think we could, you hit it down now, now we could loosen the bottom nut off.
Right in the front is where our bearing is out, so we're just trying to get all the shields removed so we can get at it.
Trying to do it safely, and that's why it's taking so long. I hope you remember where all these go, Dad.
I'm not the one taking it apart. Google it. Aren't you glad I bought that for you, this tool?
I just need this.
Yep. That's got to come out this way.
There's something down in that little gearbox that we need to take out so that we can slide the shaft out and thus replace the bearing. And we actually need a special tool to take it apart. We feel like it'd be a good idea to have the tool on the farm anyway, so we're going to be heading out to pick one up, and then we'll be able to get this fixed. We are finishing up with lunch. Lauren and I are trying to get Callie fed. She sometimes snacks and then runs around, and then there's other times where she'll just sit down and eat. It can be kind of difficult sometimes. The girl likes to travel. So for the afternoon, to start it off, Dad, Daniel, and Mom are going to pick up that machine that we need, or that tool to finish fixing the bearing. And then Lauren, myself, and Callie, we got some things we got to do. We just got home from vacation. We got a lot of unpacking and a lot of other jobs going on. What do you have there? Is that like Uncle Daniel's tractor? Wow, one of our viewers just sent Callie some equipment to work with. She got a skid steer loader, and she got a little New Holland tractor here. What is this? Does it say what kind? It's a T6. Look at that. T6 tractor. Do you like your tractor? Yeah, can you say thank you? Thank you. So the afternoon went pretty quick. We had plenty of jobs to do, not involving the camera, sadly. But now we're all up at the house, and Mom, what are we having for dinner tonight?
I'm making chicken marsala.
Do you hear that, Callie? We're having chicken marsala.
Do you want more?
We have now got everybody coming out to dinner, so you guys know what that means. This is where we're going to be ending the video today. I would like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye.